I've
carried away.
as you've been talking, I've had a message on X from Elon Musk and from Prince William
Just in that
Ah,
short space of time.
just in that short space of time. Yeah. Prince William is trying to get me to speak on WhatsApp. I've said no. He said, send me a picture. I've said, why? He said, I love you and will like to see your picture.
tell you
Okay.
what, bring him on. Let's have a chat.
Yeah, I will.
Send in the Zoom link.
Shut up, shut up. Shut up, shut up. Shut up, shut up. Shut up and answer the question. Shut up, shut up. Shut up, shut up. Shut up, shut up. Shut up and answer the question.
Hello and welcome to Shut Up and Answer the Question, the show where we take a bloody long time to answer the question. I'm Ethan Lawrence.
And I'm Sean Antony. How you doing,
You're
bud?
in Hull.
Yes, I am. Just on
Why?
the outskirts in Burstwick. I'm visiting family. My in-laws, they're dog breeders, so they've got 2 litters at the moment. And yeah, we've had lots of fun photographing some lovely Australian Labradoodles or Golden Doodles, sorry. And
Well, don't
there's
get
a
that
difference that I should have got right. Yes. So
Dr. Crufts will be after you otherwise,
yes,
with his big mallet.
is it Dr. Crofts?
And does he
Okay.
have a big mallet?
Well,
I've never asked really, so maybe I'll drop into his DMs later on.
We've got a guest because we have to reveal that now because the guest spoke,
Yes,
and so we know
and
we
it's
can't
exciting.
hide it.
Oh God, sorry. Sorry,
No,
I
it's
should have been completely silenced.
No, it's all good because that wasn't part of the ground rules. We have a set of ground rules that we give to our guests, and I didn't flag that. That's fine. We could just get straight into it.
Yes, we
Let's
can.
go. Let's go.
All right, I'm going to get straight into it. So, for all of our guests, as you well know, as a listener, I've done a page and a half of A6, and I'm just going to read a career to her if that's all right. And you just got to sit there and take it. So enjoy this because this took not very long. I'm a very quick writer. So. Our guest this week is an internet personality, author, and self-confessed accidental expert on online romance fraud. Bursting onto Twitter, currently X, during lockdown, she quickly garnered a large following owing to her hilarious shutdowns of creepy DMs. As her reputation grew, what started as a bit became a journey of consultancy on combating scams alongside advocacy groups and the police, as well as writing a book on her personal experiences with scammers, as well as testimony from victims and best practices. Now freed from those complete bastards at Unbound, Keanu Reeves Is Not in Love With You is now available everywhere. Please welcome the lady who, when I asked if she wanted to come on the pod, told me unprompted that the fan she was using was, and I quote, a bit vaginary, Becky Holmes.
I'm often asked if there's a biography of me that I can send over, and I would very much like to use that in entirety. And can I also say that A6 is an underused size?
It very much is, but
Well done you for using A6.
I like my little notebooks.
That's nice.
They're
Yeah.
my cute little notebooks.
Yeah,
It's
I'm a
something
fan of the
that's-
A6.
Yeah, it's something so nice about having A6 is exactly half A5, which is exactly half A4. It's just something nice and
Pleasing.
yes, pleasing
Yeah.
about that. And then American with their weird sizes and everything that just causes some kind of panic in my soul. So
Is there an A7? Do things go that small?
Oh, there's
I
got to
think
be,
so.
right?
Yeah.
I wonder
'Cause
how
that'd be
many
like-
A's there are.
Like post-it note size, that would be roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might look into that later. I might do some research.
That's
There you
the
go,
next
there's your new
book.
book.
That's my new book, yeah. Quite short. But it's in A7, so it doesn't matter.
It's a lot of pages, but like really, really fits. Well, welcome back into the pod. It is a glorious thing to have you on.
Very much. Glorious. Well, I say it's glorious to be here. I'll let you know at the end.
Yeah, I mean that'll come, won't it?
Yeah.
We'll see if we can make
Reserve
it
your
through.
judgment. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
I'm just going to blast through some admin before we get to the question. If you want to follow the pod, you can follow it on Instagram at Shut Up and Answer Pod. If you want to follow it on TikTok at Shut Up Pod. If you want to send us an email, it is shutuppod@yahoo.com. Our Discord link is in the bump, and we're also on YouTube at Shut Up and Answer the Question. We just got to do that because otherwise there's no SEO and no one pays attention to us.
Yeah, I had to work out what that meant then. SEO, yeah. You're so youthful.
Oh yeah, well we spotted a notable uptick when we actually started talking about the podcast on the podcast.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah. Best thing, crack on.
So I can only apologise for derailing the actual pod. With
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
But we have brought you here for one specific reason, Becky Holmes, and that is to answer a question sent in by our wonderful audience. And this one is. Oh, it's a doozy. It is a doozy. But, like, you know, I couldn't very well bring on an expert in online romance fraud and not have, like, a really good question planned, right?
I feel nervous. Is it normal to feel nervous?
It will pass, I think.
Okay.
As soon as the question's asked, that it will immediately go.
Yeah, there's like a tension at the moment.
He's good at that, isn't he?
What awful thing is it going to be? But yeah,
I'm the king of tension. I keep people on their toes. You know how it is. You know, I like people to feel uncomfortable around me. The question is from Sophie. Thank you, Sophie, friend of the pod.
Shout out, Sophie.
What's the worst possible smell to make into a scented candle?
Ooh.
Scented candles, everyone. What's your relationship with candles, Becky?
I own loads. None of them have ever been lit. Because I love candles, don't like fire.
Makes sense. So it's more of a decorative art piece rather than a functional. Yeah,
but I wish it wasn't. Do you know, this is so weird. The other day I read something and it was this woman in her 80s and somebody had said, what are your life's lessons? And one of her things was light those decorative candles. Don't just keep them there. And I thought, okay, I get the metaphor, but I'm frightened of things burning down.
Could you put it on a hot plate instead then? The one that you can just unplug. So then you've not got a naked flame. It's just sort of heating up the area. I don't know why I was just doing the jaunty
wobble
shoulders as well. Yeah.
Wouldn't it just heat up whatever the candle is contained within? And then maybe that would like smash because of heat.
Oh, like the little pots that they're in. The little sort of decorative coloured pots. You didn't think about that, did you, Sean?
Dude, I rarely think of many things.
I mean, I suppose you could remove the candle from the little decorative pot if you must.
But then you've got melted wax on the hot plate.
You've got melted wax on the hot plate. You haven't thought this through at all.
Or you have it. Yeah, but then if you have it on the hot plate and then it goes cold, if you just scoop out a bit of the candle each time, then you can just throw away once it's been used. Or put it back in the candle, because I know wax can be reused, can't it?
That's still a waxy hot plate, though.
And where's the wick in this?
Where's the wick, Sean?
You don't need a wick if it's on a hot plate, because the wick is for the fire. But
the wick will have been made within it, so the wick is still just kind of sitting on the hot plate, and maybe the wick will catch fire.
If you put a wick on a hot plate, will it catch fire?
That's something to try. I've got an air fryer. I might try that later.
Oh yeah, convection candle.
Just throw the whole candle in the air fryer and
in the air fryer,
it goes, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the worst that
could
happen?
Smelling right for months.
No, it's not. No, I burnt a Kiev in there recently, and it hasn't been the same since then. And that's not made of wax.
There's something about burnt garlic as well. It just sticks to metal. I swear.
I made a hot dog about 6 months ago. I heated it up, normal one. Heated it up in the microwave. It still smells of hot dog in the microwave.
Is it a nice hot dog smell?
I mean, I've grown tired of it. Like, if I'm opening the microwave every time and I'm like, oh, I'm going to make myself some delicious whatever, and then I open it and I'm like, oh, okay, hot dog smell. I didn't want that. Not today. Not 6 months.
If you want like porridge with some nice healthy berries on top, and then you've just got a waft of meat in your face.
Of meat.
That one sounded
meaty
wrong.
Porridge.
Yeah.
Meaty porridge.
Yeah. Here's an idea. Pop a scented candle in your microwave.
There we
Yes.
Turn
go.
it on. Problem solved.
But what should I use? Chamomile?
Fresh
Do I want a
cotton.
chamomile microwave?
Was it Gwyneth Paltrow did those candles, those
Oh, the
vagina
goop
candles?
ones. Yeah, goop.
What?
Yeah, it smells like. Yeah, she made a candle that smelled like a fanny. Apparently,
Yeah.
Oh,
they were
How
quite
did
expensive.
you not know that?
dude, I knew she had weird things, but I didn't know she did scented candles. I think she's answered that question already. Then, I mean,
I will
What?
not take this slander about Gwyneth Paltrow's fragrant vagina. How dare you, Sean?
I wonder, can you still buy them?
I don't know. I mean, I imagine it was a limited run. I can't see this being a big commitment from Gwyneth Paltrow.
I've got, you know, even like we've been doing this 5 minutes. I've got so many things to research after we finished.
That's the beauty of the pod. We find
Definitely one of
ourselves.
them.
I don't want the candle, but I'm looking for those little bottles of essence of fanny.
Mm.
I'd be very surprised because you can buy a fart in a jar, can't you?
Can you?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I think there was somebody was selling them. Somebody sold a Harry Styles farted in this jar. I mean, how they got that, I don't know. And they sold that. But there's also, you know, like you go online and you can buy like women's knickers while they've been in the gym for a week and stuff. Apparently, there are some of those where you can also buy farts in jars.
Arts in jars. Sean, I've had an idea for some pod merch. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but have you got a few mason jars kicking about?
Why don't we just put a question into the mason jar and then just there we go, and then they've got their own question.
I'm just going to write down the phrase, can you fart a question? Because that could be useful for a later podcast episode.
I think you can, but it's just the problem is the enunciation.
Yes.
Yeah. You could do like a limited range of different accents as well. You could have like a Geordie asking a question.
Well, here's the beauty.
I
Sean
thought you meant like a Geordie farce.
Sean is a voiceover artist extraordinary. So he has a swathe of accents available for him at any given time. So this is viable.
Amazing. That's
I'll give that a
fantastic.
go. Yeah.
We'll give you a cut, Becky, because this was partially your idea.
Yes, please. I'll be looking out for that.
We'll cut you right in. Don't you worry
Yes,
about
please.
That whole 20p after everything.
that. After we sell one to
To each other.
we just keep passing the jar back and forth. Oh dear. Yeah, it's a closed loop, this podcast game. It's an absolute closed loop. What's your relationship with smells, Becky?
I'm quite affected by smells.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you know how a lot of people like the smell of petrol, me included.
Yeah.
I'd go when I fill my car up. I always spill some on myself on purpose.
That seems dangerous.
On skin?
Yeah,
Or
I mean,
like on a
Now on
piece
my
of clothing?
clothes, and I'm now realising that is quite dangerous. I'm 46, and I've got a first class degree. I'm not stupid, but I've just
But you
realised
just
that's
because
quite
you just
dangerous.
said as well you didn't like the you
I
didn't
don't like
lighting
things on fire.
candles. Yeah.
God, isn't it a good job I don't like lighting candles if I'm
That
covered in
is-
petrol
yes.
all the time?
If you are continually covering yourself in petrol, then yeah, it's probably good you're not around naked flames so much. I agree.
Well, do you know what that is? That is my own psyche protecting me.
There we go.
One can only hope.
Yeah. But okay, two things. I'm now going to stop covering myself in petrol, and I'm going to get into scented candles.
Are
What
you
about
still feeling
petrol
nervous
scented
about the pod?
candles though? Sorry, that was
petrol scented. Petrol scented candle. I'd buy a petrol scented candle. I wouldn't light it, obviously, but
Again, that sort of feels dangerous. Like, how are they getting that petrol smell in there? Because my guess would be petrol.
yeah, there's a
Petrol
lot.
filled candle.
There's a lot. That's a lot to look up.
Are you still feeling nervous about the podcast, Becky? Are you feeling better now?
Not nervous, just confused now.
Hell yeah.
there we go.
That's
Like
what we
the rest
love.
of our listeners.
There's a word that I like, you guys, which is petrichor. Are you familiar with this word?
Yes.
No.
Oh, nice. Petrichor is the smell of hot rain hitting tarmac. It's like if it just starts raining onto like dry tarmac, that smell that you get that's almost
Oh,
smoky, I want to say. It's real nice. That's my favorite smell, petrichor. If I could get a petrichor candle, I would be a happy little boy.
I like the smell of autumn. You know, like
Oh,
autumn has got a
yes.
smell.
Yes,
Yes.
very much so. Yeah,
Yeah.
autumn.
It's
I
it's
don't,
like the dry foliage or something about.
Yeah, sort of just autumn air. I'd like to have that in a car air freshener. Autumn air.
Much better
Sounds
than pumpkin
making-
spice as well.
Oh, I know, what a load of shit. Pumpkin
Oh, yeah.
spice.
It doesn't even have pumpkin in it. What
No, well,
bollocks
no.
is that?
Yeah, awful. And like Costa, in brackets, other coffee outlets are available. They have like a pumpkin spice latte or something, don't they? Awful. Why would you want that?
Yeah, it's
Pumpkin
like
coffee.
it's like the autumn version of a Cadbury's cream egg. Like you try one every year and you go, "Oh, I haven't had it for a year. That's why I haven't had it for a year."
Yeah.
I had a huge argument with a good friend of the show, best friend of mine, Catherine Holmes. Funny enough, no relation, and because I was convinced and remain convinced that cream eggs were available year round, and I've been
They are, aren't they?
informed that they are not, but they were for a bit, and then they stopped.
So could I not go and buy a cream egg now?
I don't believe that you can.
I bet there's some shitty little petrol station somewhere where there's loads of them in one massive bin and they're selling like 3 for 20p.
Yeah, you just got to blow the dust off before you
Yeah.
undo the foil.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I mind was blind. There was a period, I think, in the 2010s where it was available year round, but they stopped doing it because people weren't buying them. I can't imagine why.
Oh.
It's just the middle of December. Do you know what I want? An egg.
An egg.
An egg filled with fondant.
A fondant egg. When I used to eat dairy, I used to quite like cream eggs.
No, I mean, they are good. I mean, it's a proper sugar hit. Like, you got to be ready
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, I think that's what, like, you just take a big bite and it's just all that fondant in your mouth at once. It just
I
sort of
became
takes you by
very
surprise.
conscious of how I was eating it, though, and it all sort of became a bit too sexual in public. So then I didn't want to eat a cream egg. You know, when you're sort of like poking your tongue around to get the bits from the inside.
Well, yeah, because you take that initial bite on the thin end of the wedge, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got to sort of clean up because otherwise you're
Yeah,
going to be in a
exactly.
fondant issue.
Yeah. And then I was
I've ne-
thinking, oh, this looks weird. If someone was to take the egg away, they'd just see me sort of waggling my tongue around and it became like a thing. And then I had to eat cream eggs in private and then it became an issue.
I've
It's
now
like,
got
yeah,
a fear. I don't think I'm going to eat an egg confection in public again now.
Go for mini eggs. Easy.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's a pop in and go, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Lovely bit of business. I mean that's the thing. Like, I'm with you that like I guess it's just a case of like of getting older that you just become more self-conscious of how you look to other people on public transport.
Yeah, I think so. And sort of like if somebody was watching me eat a cream egg, I'd think, do you think I'm coming on to you because of how I'm eating this egg?
Yeah, if you catch eyes across a crowded
Yeah, while
tube.
you're like licking out the middle of a cream egg and you've got a really uncomfortable eye contact with somebody. Nobody wants that.
There's
do
actually
they?
there's quite a few different foods that like you can't really make eye contact while eating them. I mean, banana is definitely one. I mean, that's
Yeah,
the
if you were
obvious
nibbling
one.
on a courgette or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
famously as you do, just sort of just honking down on a raw courgette. It's
On the Northern Line.
specifically Northern Line.
Specifically the Northern Line.
Excuse me, chap. I'm trying to get to Cockfosters. Don't mind my cucumber.
Hang on a minute. A courgette is not a cucumber.
No, I made a mistake.
Yeah, you made a mistake there. I will not have the two confused.
I am shamed. I am
yeah.
ashamed of me.
Good. My other half, I said to him the other day, if you had to turn your willy into a vegetable, what would you choose? And we went through all sorts, and I suddenly said, well, it'd be a courgette, wouldn't it? That's the most kind of, like everybody uses the aubergine emoji. That's nothing like a willy, is it? Whereas a courgette,
I've never understood that.
no, No,
Well,
no.
if your penis was that bulbous, I would attend a physician, probably.
I'd
Or-
be worried if it was
or-
that purple. Your pants are too tight there, bud.
Yeah, especially with a stalk.
It's gone gangrenous at the end.
But a courgette, forget the colour and the sort of slightly hairy texture. That's more like it, isn't it? Like a small courgette.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's straighter. I mean, that's the thing. A carrot's kind of knobbly. You don't really want to be dealing with that. And also tapers at the end.
Very tapered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Same
That's a
with
problem with a
parsnips then
lot
as well.
of penis-shaped vegetables, I find, the tapering.
I agree. Like parsnips, and also parsnips got a bit like hairy at the end, isn't it?
Yeah, some of them have like flat ends as well, like just like proper flat.
Oh, I haven't seen
Like,
what a
imagine
parsnip.
maybe it's just the bad parsnips I'm getting from Tesco, but they seem to have like lopped the end off, so you've got a perfectly flat top, which again, not very penis-like. Like imagine if like a table-shaped penis. Don't imagine that. You don't have to imagine that if you don't want to.
As a bloke, if there ever was like flat penis, there would be something. I was like, "Oh, lads, check out!" I'm balancing.
Yeah, there would. Yeah, there's always some bloke that gets it out in a group of friends. There's always one bloke that gets his willy out.
Not me. It couldn't be me.
I think it's always the one that says it's not me.
I'm too ashamed of my own body, Becky. I wouldn't have the confidence. It's not for want of trying. It's just a confidence issue.
You wouldn't have to show your body. You could just pop it out the flies.
That's true. Maybe I will start exposing myself.
Start doing that. Oh God, what am I talking about?
There we go. That's your new book as well, The Cancellation of Ethan Lawrence.
A biography.
How easy was it to get someone to cancel themselves?
It's 25 minutes on a pod and he was away.
But mentioning bananas, that's a smell I can't have anything to do with.
Well,
now, this is interesting because go, Sean. No, you tell the story. You tell the story.
No, I was just going to say, like the banana, the fruit, or like the banana, like the sweet, like when they've got those fake banana flavorings. Because I mean, apparently that was based on a flavor of banana that's now extinct. But those ones, it's just sort of, it feels too, I don't know, too banana-y, if that's even a thing.
So I guess that's the question: real banana or synthetic banana? Are we talking about here?
I don't like either, but that is because, and if you've got a banana story, I definitely want to hear it. But I have a slight phobia of bananas.
Okay, is there a root to this, or is it irrational?
It's not irrational, and allow me to talk you through it.
The floor is yours, Becky Holmes.
Right. A, they grow in a claw shape. Name me another vegetable that is quite threatening in the way they grow. There isn't one. Secondly, they move in the ground. Banana plants. Why? Like
where are they going?
Where are they going? Where are they going and why? What for? Thirdly, I once Googled if I had to eat somebody, which bit should I eat? Because I was thinking buttock. Turn them over. You don't have to look them in the face. You know, it's quite a big meaty area. But I read then that the consistency of a human buttock is quite similar to a banana. It's quite stringy. So I don't like that. Fourthly, they rot the other fruit in your fruit bowl.
Yes.
So why do they do that? And lastly, they share DNA with humans.
Isn't everything? In a way. All living things.
Remove number 5. But
that was a legitimate question. I don't know.
Quite possibly, but I think bananas in the fruit world anyway. I think
as fruit goes.
As fruit go. I think it's quite high. They're like, you know. So
I think they're up there with potatoes as well. I think.
See, I would trust a potato. I've got no issue with a potato. I think they're quite.
That is interesting. This sort of gradation of how much you trust a vegetable.
I trust most vegetables. Parsnips, I'm a bit. They'd have to win my trust. Bananas, fuck off.
Yeah, no, not a
I think it's.
trustworthy.
No.
I think they're in media as well. I mean, it's always like it's the banana that you slip on as well. So
There you go. They're a hazard.
They're treacherous.
Number 6, hazard.
Actual hazard.
Actual physical hazard.
To go
I
back
have-
to things that grow intimidatingly, I'm gonna chance my arm with a pineapple because that grows.
I was
up,
going to
like,
say
ass
pineapple
first.
too. They look
Like it grows upside down. So like the stalk is like attached to the plant itself, and it grows like the brown bit backwards.
I would say that's the opposite of aggressive because it's the spiky bit. It's saving you from that.
But it's sort of coming at you like with its ass. It's like backing into you.
I would say though that in that scenario, the pineapple's got more to lose than you have.
Explain yourself.
Well, if you go blind into a situation arse first, I would say the people who you're approaching with your arse are a better advantage than you are.
Is that like in a
That's-
club
yeah.
or something? That's how you introduce yourself. Just ask first.
Feels a bit eyes wide shut, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I think that's quite a considerate fruit. If it was to grow with its pointy leaves up first, so you might tread on them, that would be more aggressive.
Do you know what? That's fair. I rescind. Banana's still the most dangerous fruit. Speaking of dangerous fruit, we should probably talk about your life with online romance fraud.
Oh, really? Oh, this was so much fun without talking about fraud.
That's all right. We can just skim over it and then we'll get back to
Yeah, all
talking
right then,
about
yeah.
dangerous fruit.
This
This feels
really
remiss to get you
horrible.
on without
Yeah.
actually talking about it a little bit.
Fraud's really horrible. Don't do it, kids.
That's a
Great,
question
moving on.
you then
That's
have to
that
then. You've got to now start asking that question to more of the fraudsters that get in contact with you. Is what shape vegetable would they have their genitals as?
Do you know, weirdly, when this took off for me, the whole like scam baiting thing on Twitter, it was because this guy was messaging me and I kept replying to him, asking if I could put different fruits up his bottom. And I was just replying with like fruit emojis. So see how we've come full circle.
Look at that. That's liquid
Beautiful.
radio.
There we go.
Isn't it just? Yeah.
As a particular highlight of the book as well, because that bit is included in the book. Keanu Reeves is not in love with you, which I hoovered up over the weekend. Wonderful read.
Did you actually read it?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, I didn't expect you to. Thanks.
Don't you worry about me. I'll do my research for the pod.
Oh, well, you needn't have done because I was just going to skip over it. But thanks anyway.
Well, you know what? Even if we are skipping over it, I'll just say, as me, very much worth your time to read. So go get it and read it. It's really good.
Thanks very much.
It's
Buy it on Kindle, everybody, if you can, because I will actually get the money then.
yes,
Oh,
there's
excellent.
this whole business with Unbound.
Oh,
I know so many people who were in the process of or had books out that have been completely fucked over by all this.
do you know, it's horrendous. So it was Unbound owed me thousands. Then they went into administration. Then it was taken over by a company called Boundless, and they took my book with them. I wasn't getting paid, so I said, right, I'll revert my rights, thank you. So I've got my rights back, but all kind of hell has broken loose. And I've got 850 of my books in a warehouse, which it's speaker season in the kind of counter fraud world at the moment. So I'm kind of going off to various conferences and stuff, and I want to take books with me. I can't even get my own books from the warehouse.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's insane. It's being held back because they've gone into administration. But what good are 850 of my books going to do them? It's just, the whole thing is horrendous.
Bloody hell.
That makes me angry. This makes me angrier than the burning of the Alexandrian Library. Like, you know, let the books out. Let them be free.
Let them be free. Let them go into the hands of counter fraud professionals who want to have an entertaining read and learn about romance fraud. Let that happen.
It's like you say, what the fuck are they doing with them? Just sitting
I
there.
know. I know. Yeah.
Bastards, a lot of them. Also, I just want to say this. Unbound. How about we change the name to go into administration and change the name to Boundless? Oh, very clever.
I was going to say that.
You clever fuckers, yeah. No one's gonna know.
That really made me laugh. I have to say, I was on a group of WhatsApped authors who basically are all just really pissed off. And when they sort of founded this new company, Boundless, we were all like, "Oh, just fuck off." Boundless.
You wait for the second round of administration, and then Without Bounds comes in.
That's why.
Fail.
That's why they've named it like that, though. Is because all the creatives they've already fucked over. So it's, I know.
Just some marketing twonk sitting there in his little jacket with his badges on and his lanyard.
He's just looking in the thesaurus. There we go. That'll
Guys,
work.
I've cracked it. People are going to call me a genius.
A genius. Yeah, geen.
It is, honestly, it has been so stressful. And I've like got things coming up. I'm doing this thing with Essex Police. So we're going to talk at 3 libraries to get people in to talk about fraud and what they might look for and stuff. And obviously it would be good to take some books, but oh no. I'm doing a talk in Stockholm beginning of October, and the lady, fabulous woman who's running it, said, right, we'll have 50 books and we'll give them away to delegates. Oh no, can't do that. Just
ridiculous waste of everyone's time. You're coming to Essex Libraries, you say? Me and Sean are Essex based. We should.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to Thurrock, Southend
Thurrock.
on Sea, and somewhere beginning with C.
Chelmsford.
Chelmsford.
Hey.
Chelmsford's very close to us. That is 20 minutes away.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
awesome.
Well, we'll have a conversation later because yes, I'm going to be there, Chelmsford, 25th of September.
Oh, I would be working that week, wouldn't I? Fuck.
I've heard this before. This is online dating all over again. Are you free? Oh no, do you know I would be every other week, but I'm
I would
working.
be happy to provide you with a spreadsheet proving that I'll be somewhere else. All right.
I'll be around.
I'm making
Yeah, I'm not the
television,
famous
Becky.
one though.
What are you making? This is completely off the point, isn't it? But I get so excited when I speak to people that've got exciting jobs.
This will be series 2 of Horrible Science, the spin-off of Horrible Histories.
Would you like to be in Horrible Science, Sean?
Oh, I'd love that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. You should
So-
get him a part as an extra.
I'm not in charge of casting. They won't let me anywhere near it.
Uh,
It's probably a union thing, like just to stop all the actors going, can we populate this entire cast with my mates?
One of my things on my bucket list is to be an extra.
Easy to
That
do. Easy to do. There's plenty of agencies. You could just get signed up and just get straight stuck in, I reckon.
Yeah, but do you
Oh.
actually get any work?
I mean, like people are looking for certain looks all the time. And I think you got a look, you got a style.
Sort of washed out pink hair, middle age, on the verge of a breakdown. Is there a category?
Yeah, I reckon.
Right, great.
Well, they need all sorts, right? And not everyone's just like man on bus. Like, you know.
I suppose, yeah. Angry woman.
Angry.
Angry, tired woman.
Yeah, that's a category all on its own.
Right. I mean,
In fact, it's probably quite a crowded field. I'd get in now before.
But you'd have to uncross the Karen button, I think.
Oh, actually, yeah. I don't want to be a Karen. Ooh.
It's a different kind of anger. You know, it's not an anger at retail staff. You know, it's an anger at life and unbound / boundless / without bounds specifically.
Yeah, I'll put some thought into it. I'll send you over some ideas and you can let me know.
It's all right. Well, we got so many projects on the go after this podcast.
Oh, my afternoon's got all this research. I'm getting on there.
But since normally we don't allow mid-episode plugs, but considering the hell you've been through with the book, where would be best to attain? Kindle, you say? Anywhere else?
Kindle, you can still get the audiobook. And hopefully there's kind of a potential new publisher in the pipeline, so the physical copies will be okay again soon. But at the moment, if somebody buys a physical copy, the money is going to some creditors.
Of course.
So Kindle would be awesome.
Would you
Kindle, because you said to on Twitter, and I did.
With the new publisher,
Good boy.
then, would you need that reprinted, or can everything just be sort of moved over to this new publisher?
Well, it needs to be looked into, but because I reverted the rights, those books that exist, they are, well, they were mine to sell. I don't know whose they are now. So I can still sell those. But when we come to reprint, then obviously it will be the new publisher's logo and not these people.
Well,
Excellent.
All I can really say is best of luck. Like, I hope it all pans out.
I tell you what I'm hoping. So the book optioned for film, I signed the option agreement in September. Now, as you know, that doesn't necessarily mean it'll get made. But I kind of now want it to get made just so that I can go to Unbound.
Yeah. A whole section where the main character just turns to the camera and delivers a 5-minute monologue about how shitty Unbound is.
I tell you what, Vic Reeves had books with Unbound. I'd love to know whether he got paid, because I bet somehow he got his money.
Yeah, Vic Reeves got paid. He's a savvy guy.
Of course he is. I saw him in Brighton once, and he rolled his eyes at me.
Oh, that was very nice of him.
I didn't even say anything. He just took one look at me, despised me on sight.
I mean, you
rolled
were
his
eating
eyes.
a cream egg at the time, so maybe you thought it was something else.
Yeah, trying to make eye contact.
Yeah, he was looking for the courgettes.
And I had one in my back pocket. If I'd known, I'd have got that out.
Of course you did.
That
Never
seems
without
quite-
a courgette.
That seems like his perfect sense of humor as well, just chasing him down the street, waving a courgette at him.
Yeah, with Benny Hill music in the background.
Oh, Mrs. What was that? But yes, it's a very good book. I encourage everyone to buy it. It's particularly interesting. I mean, I thought, going into it sort of relatively blind, I sort of assumed it was going to be a lot of your own stories of dealing with these pests online. But I found myself like genuinely really touched by like victim statements and all things like that, and then leading on to a sort of incoherent rage over sort of the lack of anything that anyone can do. Like, it was really surprising that like there's sort of nothing.
Yeah, there isn't. And one of the problems is that a lot of the crime comes from out of UK jurisdiction. So the police, they've just got no power, no resource to go after people. There's no victim support apart from like a couple of places, but there's no funded victim support. It's kind of it's a forgotten crime, and people don't want to talk about it. But it's a really interesting crime as well. Psychologically, it's really interesting.
Oh,
It's
it
a lot
really
of
is.
I watch a lot of the email scam stuff on YouTube, and I find that's quite interesting that they deliberately put spelling mistakes, and so they're already weeding out people who might be onto them early. So it's just sort of like it's set, like if you're looking at it, you're like, okay, well, this is just obviously stupid, and other like some people who would have been fooled into that, that's the one that they're actually looking for, and it is just bloody scary. They've
got so many kind of clever things that they do to find the right person. It's and I tell you what's interesting, and it's popping up on my Twitter now. What's happening more and more is I'm getting contacted on Twitter X by people saying, "Hello, have you lost money?" And then they want to scam you by trying to get pretending to get your money back.
That's what I had.
So insidious.
I had my Instagram hacked, and then I was just trying to find ways to get it back. And then it was people then going, "Oh, I can get it back for you. Call me on this number." And then but it was this same message each time. You're like, it's like you've been scammed once. It puts a beacon onto you.
And sometimes it's the same person that scammed you. They contact you again because they know you've been scammed. So they contact you and say, "Oh, I'm aware that this has happened to you. I can help you. So I need this equipment, or it will be this fee, or if you just give me your personal details." Oh, it's just. I've written a second book, and it comes out next year, and it's about the future of fraud, and it's when I look at kind of what's happening with like AI and crypto, and I just think I'm going to go and live in a tree.
Yeah.
Do you want to come?
Yeah, we can just.
Oh, yeah,
Three of
no,
us
no.
go live in a tree.
I'm
I'd love a
up for
tree
that.
house. Yeah, all right, let's do it.
Plenty of
Fuck
scented
tech off
candles, be lovely.
No, not scented candles in a tree. All that burnable wood.
I like to live life on the edge. You're
Are you
covered in
crazy?
petrol.
I
We're
was
in a
going to
tree.
say, me covered in petrol.
Yeah,
So,
quite the
the
performance
initial
piece.
book, I imagine, sort of came out before sort of AI became like a really, really, really big thing.
Yeah, so
Like-
the book came out January 24. So even though it's only 18 months ago, in the last 18 months, AI has blown up like so big. I mean, it was a thing, but I have thought if I was to republish that book, I could actually add in another chapter specifically about AI, because it's just, when I've spoken to experts, AI people who know things, they've said that, you know, the last kind of couple of years, it's grown more than they thought it would in 10. It's frightening.
You see it everywhere now. Like, you know, you can't turn any corner on the internet. You'll bump into some kind of AI generated nonsense.
Yeah, I don't like it. And there's all this stuff that I keep thinking about. You know, when you used to Google and kind of like options would come up, but now you've got the AI overview.
Oh.
Well, it does make mistakes, but people aren't researching any further than just that AI overview. So we're just becoming like robots ourselves.
Yeah.
And it's destroying click through for like
Completely.
journalists and online magazines and things like that, because people just look at the overview and don't actually click onto the site, which then doesn't get traffic, which then means less ads. It really sucks, Becky. It sucks. Help us.
Well, you're welcome in the tree. That's the only.
This is going to be a very busy tree.
No, there's going to be some requirements.
Okay, let's list them.
Well, so far it's just us three, to be honest. So
I'm really glad we made it into the tree, if I'm honest with you.
There
well,
we
you
go.
got in early.
Yeah, early adopter. Your other
It feels
half
like
not
one
in
of
the
the-
tree. Just
Speak to him about it later. See if he wants to be involved.
do you want to live in our commune?
I asked him once. I said, "Would you rather live in a tree or a hole?"
I'm sorry, your household sounds like our podcast. Just asking inane questions.
Well, it got on to it. We play Would You Rather every night.
Oh,
Been doing
yes.
it for 3 years. So it was, would you rather live in a tree or a hole? And there was this really long conversation, you know, so can I have this in the tree? Can I have that? Is the hole waterproof? I said, of course it's not, it's a hole. But then there was like all these things, and we got into Googling, I can't remember what he called it, an inspection chamber, which is where people go to look at sewers, but it's not connected to the sewer. So then we were Googling, is an inspection chamber a hole? And it went on till about 2 a.m. I was really tired the next day.
It's an inspection chamber, a hole. I watched a documentary, or a series of documentaries. It was a thing on Channel 4, I think it was. And it was about like the inner workings of Dover, like the Dover port. And they had a whole
You
thing
must have
with
been
it.
bored.
Oh no, it's great. I love logistics. There was a
You're out of the treehouse.
oh no, it's great. It's a similar thing because they've got like huge water reserves sort of underneath the cliffs that can be used for sort of like cleaning and sweeping stuff out. And they had like an inspection chamber where they like went into I'm going to call it a hole into the cliff. And then there was this gantry like overlooking an underground reservoir. And I'm hoping I've sort of got you back on the hook with this Dover thing now, because that's interesting. An underground reservoir.
Yeah, that is quite interesting. Yeah, okay.
And if that was the hole, plenty of drinking water. I think it's probably seawater now that I think about it, but it's okay.
What
You need a
defines a
candle.
hole then?
Well, interesting you should ask. Sean.
Turns out Becky's an expert on online romance fraud and holes.
All right.
See, I was gonna probably don't put them in that sentence.
Well, you know, you're about to tell us about holes, so
So I can't. I think it was something like it has to kind of go because that's it. Because I said isn't a hole just something that goes through something else? So say like there's this book, right? If there's a hole in it, I can poke my finger through, and that's a hole. So then it was kind of, is it a hole if it's a hole in the ground, but it's still, isn't that like an enclosed space, not a hole?
Would that then be a vertical cliff? Vertical cave, sorry.
Yeah, and is a cave a hole?
Yeah.
One thing you need to be careful of, I think, is that if you have two holes that are connected, what you've actually got there is a tunnel.
Yeah, so is a tunnel a hole?
I'd argue not. In my head, and I'm no expert. You know, you're the expert on holes here, but
Stop saying that.
but I feel like I'm with Sean a bit on the basis that I feel like a hole is an enclosed space. Like, you know, there's only one way in and out.
But
But
if,
then, as you just said with the hole in the book, though, you can put your finger through that hole.
That's a tunnel.
yeah,
That's a tunnel. That's a book tunnel.
so is a window a hole?
A window's a window.
Two ways in and out. So tunnel. I think a window's a tunnel.
It's a
Is
very.
it, what about a door then? If you've only
Tunnel.
got one door in your house, is
That's
that a
not a
hole?
tunnel. Doesn't a tunnel imply some sort of length?
I mean, it's a short length, I'll grant you. But let's Sean, shut the fuck up. Don't you snort down the mic at me, young man.
Because this is something that came up. So Phil said to me, can the hole that I live in, can I have a tunnel to another hole? And I said no, because then that's not a hole. That's a hole like a double helix type hole. That's two holes.
More of a tunnel, right? You're not living in a hole then, you're living in a tunnel.
Oh, but would they be holes that are connected by tunnels?
But then it's not a hole, is it? Then it's a cavern.
Okay, what
But then
the
is
fuck
a cavern
rather than a hole?
Yeah, what's the difference between a cave and a cavern? If a cave is a hole.
I think caverns are in caves, I feel like. Like a cavern is an area within a cave.
Like a
And this
cave within a
question
cave.
has turned into a rabbit warren.
This wasn't even the question that we
Ooh.
asked. Like, it was something
That's
about
true.
scented candles or some shit. But like,
If you were going to live in a hole, you'd need some candles,
Yeah.
yes, scented or otherwise.
scented or otherwise.
And then
How would
each
you? So
little
I
place
imagine then
in
you'd
that-
definitely be going for tree then, if that was the option you were given, because of you not liking lighting candles, right?
I'd go for a tree. I don't live underground because it would get boggy.
Yes, especially in this country.
Precisely.
Imagine after a deluge, and you're under the
Yeah.
ground, everything's wet.
Yeah, just a bit. Also, like, if somebody said, "Oh, where do you live?" I live in a tree. It's great. Where do you live? Oh, I live in a hole. Sort of not as good as it.
You did editorialize though with the way that you said it. Like, I think there's a way to sell it. If you sort of like, me, I live in a hole. That sounds like welcoming.
So I live in Hobbiton.
As opposed to, and you could also go the other way. Where do you live? Oh, well, at the moment, I'm actually living in a tree.
I'm part Ewok, actually.
I've not seen Star Wars either.
But you
I know-
knew that Ewok was related to Star
Yeah, little bears.
How about that for cultural osmosis? Would you have a? Would you? This is such a stupid question. I don't even know why I'm asking it. Would you have a candle that smelt like an Ewok? That's nothing. You haven't seen the film.
I haven't, but I know they're like little bears, and I quite like the smell of wet animals. So
Ooh.
yeah, I would.
Wet animals. Interesting. Tell us more.
Well, it's nice. Animals
Fair
when they're
enough.
wet.
That
My
would
knowledge.
be petrichor. Sorry, I'm sorry.
From
I'm
earlier,
sorry.
Sean.
Whoa!
Whoa, that was a long
was-
walk off a short pier, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was really trying to pull on that one.
Hey. No, it's only because the only reason I balked at that, Becky, is because normally wet animal smell is not desirable, but to you it is.
I'll be honest, I'd prefer a clean animal smell,
Okay, that's fair.
but I just like animals. So if they were wet, I'd still be okay with it.
That's fair. Okay, we got to the
think
bottom of that.
I would have a wet animal candle, but again, I wouldn't light it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, not knowing beforehand that this is the problem with the show, really. Not knowing beforehand that you didn't like lighting candles. This question has become slightly more difficult.
And that I'm regularly covered in petrol.
And you're
There
also
we go.
covered in petrol a lot of the time. All right, actually, let's roll back to that. Actually, I want to talk about that. How much petrol are you putting on yourself per fill?
Well, I'm not dousing myself. I mean, no one's been called to the...
It's
to
just
the
like
pub.
20p worth. There we go.
I just...
Number 8, can you stop covering yourself in the petrol?
Yeah, that's
Can you
never
get off
happened.
your phone?
The battery though, it could spark.
It's just a little splash. Like when I take the nozzle out, I don't stop it straight away. I just put a little splash on my jeans.
Okay. So like basically the end sort of runoff that you get when you pull out the pump just goes on your leg.
Yeah.
When did this start, Becky?
Oh God, I've been doing it for years. And I'll tell you something else. I'm not going to stop.
No, I don't think you should.
No, it's got me this far.
It's
I think it's safe to say you don't smoke.
Actually, I have 3 a week.
3 a week.
Yeah,
Just make sure
3
you're
on-
not in those jeans.
3 on a Friday. And again, I mean, I haven't set light to myself thus far, but this conversation is making me realise that when I have my 3 a week on a Friday, I should not go to the petrol station before.
Well, I think easy way around that. Get drunk on Friday.
Yeah,
You can't drive anyway.
yeah.
You're not going to be covered in petrol. You're nowhere near candles. Well, there's candles nearby, but they're not lit.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter. You can smoke to your heart's content. Interesting that you have 3 cigarettes, but are also afraid of naked flame.
Yeah. There's a whole world of contradiction going on over here.
You contain multitudes, Becky, and that's what we like about you.
Yeah. it's only... I don't like the fact that a candle might suddenly set fire to the curtains.
Yes, like in those old PSAs, those really frightening PSAs they used to have.
Exactly. Like, before you know it, the whole flat's up in flames.
And that's no good
those
for anyone.
ones were terrifying, weren't they? The ones where it was silent, and then you just let you watch the flames.
Yeah.
Oh, no thanks.
And I mean, I could get round it by not lighting a candle near my curtains. But I could put a small table in the middle of the room and put a candle on there, but then I'd be worried that it would just fall over, or that I'd knock it, or that I'd go to bed and not blow it out. And I can't.
That's the big thing. That was the big thing for the PSA. Make sure all naked flames are out before you go to sleep.
See, they do work, don't they, those? Like, have you ever, I mean, you're a lot younger than me, but have you ever thrown a frisbee into a power station?
I haven't,
There you go. That's why.
It was a PSA's what done it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that
Wasn't
that's
there-
just a silly thing to do anyway.
Wasn't there one about like swimming in quarries or something as well? That was really ominous. I remember. I don't think. It was like death was watching over kids like playing in quarries or something.
Well, like
And
an
then-
actual Grim Reaper.
Yeah. And then by the end of the advert, there was just a kid floating face down in the water.
What? I don't remember that one.
Oh, something
I
like that. Yeah.
distinctly remember the one that was like for 30 mile, encouraging people to drive 30 mile an hour in neighborhood zones, because I'm sure
yes.
you remember this. There's like the battered corpse of a little girl lying on the road, and then the footage in reverse sees like her bones knitting back together and like just like becoming normal, and then suddenly we're at the point where the car hit her. And they used to put that on during the day.
Yep. Oh, bloody hell.
Even
Yeah,
though
I
it's
remember
like
that
something
one.
out of fucking Crash or something.
One of the most harrowing things ever, I think. Do you remember that scene, again, I'm older, in Grange Hill, where there was Zammo, and he was on, I think it was heroin, and he kind of like just slid down the metal fence behind him because he was ODing, and that was on at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It was really harrowing, and they had the whole Just Say No campaign.
That was the big thing, wasn't it, at the time? They were really into kids not doing drugs.
Yeah.
Bloody
So they
hell.
gave Zammo some smack.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it worked.
It did work, yeah. I took heroin so rarely after that.
Just 3 times on a Friday.
Just 3 times on a Friday, yeah.
Away from a petrol station.
Always.
Well, you don't want to be having some delicious heroin at the petrol station, do you?
No. And you don't want to be honking on your crack pipe either.
Very frowned upon at the Esso.
Number 3, crack pipe away, please.
You know we can't allow you to drive off after that. You know that, right?
You have to have it behind where you can't see the packaging.
There's at the near where we live in Malden and Essex, the Tesco that behind the Tesco petrol station is exactly the sort of place that looks like where the cool kids would go to smoke and do bike tricks and everything. But they can't because it's exposed to a road. Like it's because it sits right in the middle of it's almost in the middle of a circle of roads. Even though it's perfect, it's got like red brick. There's like a utility box. Feels really grungy and everything like that. But it's also like opposite the Domino's, so you can't do it. I feel sorry for kids today.
Somebody needs to put a fence up to allow them that area.
Yeah, like a little corrugated iron roof.
Yeah, a sort of a crack and BMX cave.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been saying this, that the kids today don't have access to third spaces. And this feels like...
It's just got a big sign that says grungers only.
Yeah, nice.
That's so sick. And that would smell awful. Speaking of smell, can we drive you, as we hit on the hour, can we drive you to a position where you could say what is the worst possible smell to make into a candle, Becky Holmes?
Oh God, I should have been thinking about it. Well,
yeah, sorry, we were distracting you with whimsy.
Smag OD. That's probably not a good smell.
The smell of an ODing man.
Yeah, let's just put. An ODing man is my hamster. He can be quite smelly sometimes. Derek.
Those things are bastards at night as well. They're so quiet, and then as soon as it like gets anywhere dark, you're just like you're trying to sleep, and you just hear.
Oh no, my hamster. So he's adopted. He's a rescue hamster. He's got. It's like an aquarium. So I don't believe in kind of hamster cages. So he's got this thing. It's like just over 1 meter long. Same width, height. So he's got burrowing things and all sorts, and he never makes a sound. But occasionally he does pop out and smell.
Would he smell better wet? Have you ever had a wet hamster?
I haven't had a wet hamster. I'm not going to try it because I don't think he'd be into it.
He has to have the safe word.
Enough. Elon.
Do hamsters? So hamsters, I've never had a hamster. Do they look after themselves hygiene wise then?
Yeah, and he is a nice, clean little boy, but they like to have one area where they go to the toilet, and that area is quite smelly. So, smelly hamster sawdust is my answer.
A hamster's bathroom.
A hamster's bathroom. Yeah.
Perfect. We've got a significant problem with urban foxes at the minute.
Oh.
They are in heat, Becky. I hate to say it.
Oh, that's
is there a lot of like barking going on and stuff?
There is something so profoundly awful about fox sex. The sound of it, like because it sounds
like
almost
genuine
human.
assault.
It sounds like an assault, and then when they scream, they sound human, and it's not very nice when you're trying to go to sleep.
Our flat backs onto a field, and we've got some foxes,
Oh.
and yeah, they're at it quite often. I don't mind it though. I think crack on. Once you realise that it's a foxes enjoying what nature has given them, as opposed to a woman in an alley, I find it's a lot easier to live with.
I suppose, yep, it's bad of us to yuck someone else's yums.
Oh, I like that phrase. Can I change my hamster bathroom to a fox's bathroom? A fox's bathroom. Yeah, because when I've had dogs and they've rolled in.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And it stays as well.
Do you know what gets rid of it? Lime cordial. If you rub your dog in lime cordial, or rub your dog in tomato ketchup.
That feels like creating a separate issue, if I may be
Creating
so
your own hot dog.
bold.
Hey! I had a
Sorry.
Labrador who was regularly pink because he used to roll in fox poo and I used to rub him in ketchup.
Producer Milo will probably be pink as well.
Producer Milo is a dog, by the way, Becky. We should have explained that at the top.
Oh, yes, yes.
Make him pink.
Is he
Yep.
with you at the minute, Sean? Because obviously
He
you're in.
is. Yes, he
Good.
is. So, yeah.
What colour lab is he?
Oh, no, he's a Jack Russell Beagle Cross.
Oh.
So,
Well, you'd be quite easy to turn him pink.
yep. Very easy. Yeah, he's white and ginger as well. So either that or I could
ginger and
just
pink.
spray him down with lime juice as well. Get him to smell like a mojito.
I mean, that's the thing. You say you're creating a new problem, but who doesn't like the smell of lime? Lovely citrus. It's a nice citrus dog.
I was more thinking
yes.
about the ketchup, if I'm honest with you. That feels sticky. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, you don't cover them in ketchup and leave it.
Didn't know how long it needed to stay on for the fox shit situation to end. It's at what point is the fox shit situation over and now it's a tomato ketchup situation?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I'd rather cuddle up to something that smelled of ketchup than feces.
Yeah.
As I'm
I'm
up
just-
north,
I-
they'll
I-
probably like soak them in HP instead.
I don't know if HP fruity sauce works.
Oh,
So what is it about ketchup specifically then? Is there some kind of enzyme?
no, actually,
don't
they do
know.
say that for skunks as well. They said like if you've been sprayed by a skunk, then you cover yourself in like tomatoes, like the chopped tomatoes or passata or something like that. So it must be something.
Well, that's posh, isn't it? Not just some ketchup, but some passata.
Well, a skunk's considerably worse than fox shit. There you got to roll out the big guns.
It's because
then.
you've been sprayed by Pepe Le Pew. You need some sort of,
Some sort of powerful Italian seasoning to get him off. You must become a bruschetta of yourself.
Pepe Le Pew's French.
That's what I mean. Like, to counter the French smell, you
Oh, I
must use
see.
proper Italian ingredients.
Racist.
Is it? It's all greasy mainland Europeans. It hardly matters.
No, I quite agree.
Good, I agree. Split that.
if you really want to counter it, you get them in some fish and chips.
Yeah. I remember a thing. I can't remember what book it was I was reading, but it was rather good. When it was someone breaking down just how not British fish and chips is.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. It's
barely
it's
a single
fascinating.
aspect of it. Because, like, the style of that fried fish is Portuguese. Like, potatoes are from South America. We wouldn't have had them for ages. So then they came over, and then they're chopped up and fried in the Belgian/French style. And served with a tartar sauce. That sounds English, isn't it? Tartar.
Mushy peas, though.
Mushy. That's probably us.
Yeah,
That's
take
probably
some
us.
perfectly nice vegetables and just mush the fuck out of them. That's
Our,
how we British. Yeah.
our contribution was to make some babies sick and put it near some fish. Yeah, England.
You don't need your teeth for this.
That's good because famously we have very bad dentistry in everywhere except actually here. It's weird that that's still a stereotype, isn't it?
It
That
is.
the British have bad teeth.
Though you do see some, I'm afraid to say.
Oh, but I'm talking about Americans here, and that unless you're in LA, you're like, you got to have good teeth.
Yeah.
I
But
got my
they're
good
too
old
good.
faithful chomper.
The town tooth. They have to share.
Open cans with it every Tuesday.
So, just to be clear, please don't sue us, Elon Musk. Please don't sue us, the French. Please don't sue us, the Italians. Please don't sue us, the Portuguese. Please don't sue us, the Americans. I think we're covered.
Tartar. Oh, yeah.
This is quite a litigious episode.
South Africa.
Oh, yeah, and the beautiful country of South Africa. Please do not sue us.
Yeah. Or Prince William.
Oh, and Prince William. Yeah, Prince William. Yeah. I'm not sure. Were we recording when that happened?
Oh, I've
I
just
can't
thrown
remember.
a whole spanner in the works. Maybe not.
Do you know what? Let's
I
quickly
like
talk
that
about
that's
it.
just randomly thrown in there.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Yeah, Kate. Yeah, please don't sue us either.
Yeah, well, it'll be a good way to close because if it hasn't made it into the cold open / wasn't recording, like we have an active situation of online romance fraud happening mid-pod.
We do. So Prince William contacted me and said, "Can I have your WhatsApp number?" I've said no. He said, "Send me your pic." I said, "Why?" And he said, "I love you and I will like to see your picture." So I haven't replied because obviously I've been doing this and I've been giving it to my full attention. But the second that I hang up, I'll be on that.
Can you send him a picture of a pickaxe?
Sure. Love to see your pic. Absolutely. I had some great things. I don't know whether you saw it on X, but there was a thing where so I have ME, so I struggle with fatigue. And my other half said, "You've been working really hard. I know you're really tired. I'm going to take you away for a lovely couple of nights." Oh, that's nice. He took me down a mine.
He took you a hole. He took you down a hole.
He took me to a
Wait a minute.
hole.
No,
He
sorry.
was testing. He was testing it.
Well, so I was like, "Oh, okay." Because first of all, he said, "We're going to go see some caves." I thought, "Oh, that's quite nice. That's quite romantic." No, it was called Clearwell Caves, and it's a mine. So, but it actually worked out really well because I got some great pictures for Twitter of me kind of pushing like mines and sort of stood there with pickaxes. And one of the Keanu Reeves messaged and said, "Where are you at the moment?" And I said, "I'm being held against my will in this mine." And I had all these photos that I was able to send him. But the best thing was, he said, I said, "I'm being held against my will." And he said, "When you leave there, I've got some good work for you." And he sent me a picture of an oil refinery and said, "I can get you work here." It's like, what? Out the frying pan into the fire. But
he's seen that you're capable of a bit of physical labour.
Yeah, exactly. And he thought, right.
A worker. That's good.
She's a grafter.
We bloody love a grafter these days. Let's get her on the oil refinery. Let's go.
Grifters with grafters, mate. Yeah.
Although, big shout out to your other half for really exploring the whole idea. Being like, huh?
Yeah.
That's what you've got to do now. You've got to take him up a huge tree.
I did take him to an arboretum once.
Ooh.
There you go. Job done. How did it go?
He liked it. He found he's tall. He's 6'5", and he found a massive tree. I think that he identified with. And he was there for ages with it.
Struck up a conversation, you know.
I had multiple options of doing the bit at the end of the A6 when I sort of embarrassed the guest by talking about something that they either said or did. I had multiple options. I went for the vagina fan this time around. But I did do because you can on the Kindle. I searched how many times Greg Davis got mentioned in Keanu Reeves Is Not in Love with You.
Oh, yeah.
Because it only comes up just because you mentioned that your other half's 6'5", and so clearly there's something to do with tall men going on here.
I'm 5'10".
Right.
Yeah.
But it's important for a man to be tall for you. But I would like for you, because I know obviously you're intimately familiar with the book, but I don't know how much it went in. How many times do you think you mentioned Greg Davis individually by name?
4?
Ooh, double that and add 1.
Fuck off.
9 mentions of Greg Davis.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, in one of them, I will grant you, a couple of them you weren't actively talking about pouncing on him. Like in one of them, you were just wearing a Greg Davis mask. I mentioned.
Oh, you counted that one, have you?
I did count that because I was just looking at specific mentions.
That would explain. So when the book came out, the publisher sent his agent a copy of the book, and I said it'd be really funny to put a bookmark in that page where it's me wearing his face, and we didn't hear anything. That might be
That's
why.
what we'll see it on the new series of Taskmaster. Like Alex Horne just bringing it out.
He hasn't ever been in touch about that.
Well, the campaign starts here. Get Greg Davies to notice Becky Holmes.
Yeah, I had big plans to sort of like. My friend at one point said, "Listen, I don't know whether you're joking about this, but you need to stop saying it publicly because people are going to start believing you." But I'd orchestrated this entire plan to kind of get myself booked onto something. And then he was going to be there at the same time. So I went on this morning and part of me was thinking, as the thing happened, and he's going to be like the next guest to come on, and then we're going to meet and we're going to fall in love. But actually, it was the guy from Status Quo was on next. It wasn't the same.
I can only imagine you trying to hide the disappointment on your face.
Yeah, and then
As the
Giles
live
Brandreth
TV
walked in.
cameras.
Yeah, yeah, that would explain. I mean, if I was Greg Davis, I'd probably have ignored that as well.
I mean, maybe he's just shy, and maybe he's read it and he's like, you know what? I feel good about myself now. I am beloved.
I thought that he would. So I went on Richard Herring's podcast, and he said that like Greg Davis is just inundated. He's like a fanny magnet. He is inundated with women. They're crawling out of his pores.
I mean, he seems available. You know, he projects a sort of wanton charisma.
He does.
But if I'm honest with you, I've sort of gone off him.
No,
Yeah.
Becky, no.
Yeah.
It's because she was ghosted by him.
There's only
That's
so
fair.
much you can take, isn't there? Yeah. I might move on to
wow.
Rhod Gilbert.
He's not a tall man.
Is he not?
I don't believe he is. No.
I think he's. Well, I was going to. When you said you're 5'10", I'm 5'10". I think he is about 5'10", 5'11".
See, I mean, I have been out with shorter people. I don't actually have an issue with it, but it's just, it's just that
I don't have an issue with short people. Just to be clear, I like them. I have friends that were short.
I do. I have a lot of short friends, and I did date somebody for a year who was 5'6". So we were quite the little and large. Yeah, Rhod Gilbert. Yeah,
He's very funny though as well. They're friends as well, aren't they? Like,
Very good.
They
Friends going back years
started
and
off
years.
together. Yeah.
yeah. My ultimate dream is a Rhod and Greg sandwich, and I'm the filling.
You would be filling, I think,
Hey.
and then put a little bit on your jeans at the end. Keep the smell.
Please don't go near any naked flames after that. You'll go out like a bushfire. No good.
Not even going to go into that.
No. I realized as I was saying it. Yeah. Jesus
I was just
Christ.
waiting.
Ah. Do you know what it is? Because this has been such a sexually potent pod. I feel hot.
I'm actually hot.
Yep.
I've got to turn on that fanny fan.
If you don't mind, when we post this up, can we post up the picture of the fanny fan?
Of course you can.
Good.
Gosh.
I'll send you it after, Sean. It's glorious.
Well, I'll tell you what. Hang on. Is this actually on video?
Yeah.
Are you
There's
recording
a
this?
YouTube element to the thing. Look at that.
Wow. The Dyson fanny fan.
Rip off Dyson.
Oh.
Dyson doesn't do the pink vulva.
And that's the only reason you got it.
That's what it was all about for me.
There we
I
go.
like the fact it's a hole.
Yep. It's a
I'd say it's
hole.
more of a tunnel.
You could tell it was invented by a bloke though, because you can't see any clitoris on there either.
No, exactly. No chance of finding one.
Perfect opportunity to put an on switch there, but just didn't bother. No, one track mind, man. One track mind. Speaking of one track minds, thank you for coming on the podcast.
Yes, thank you.
Enjoyable and surprising in equal measure.
I hope that over the course of the nervousness drained away when you realise that this is stupid.
Yeah, the confusion hasn't gone.
Oh, there's still
And
many
it won't.
questions left to answer.
Yeah, I've got a call with a victim of romance fraud in about half an hour, and I don't know how I'm going to get out of this mindset and into the next one. I don't know how I'm going to
Yeah,
get
you've
out
got to
of...
be serious now. That's tough.
Yeah. But you know, I'm a switched on lady.
Hell yeah. That's what I heard. Anyway, Becky, have you got anything that you would like to plug? The floor is yours.
Well, do you know what? You've done it.
Yeah, just
Buy Keanu Reeves Not in Love with You on Kindle, or pre-order
Here
The
we go.
Future of Fraud.
pre-order
Ooh,
The
yeah.
Future of Fraud. I will be doing that.
I have to say, caveat, it's not a funny one.
That's fine.
All right.
Because I've again, like I said, I went in expecting a laugh a minute, and in the end ended up really moved by the testimony and then really angry at the fact nothing was happening. So I was a roller coaster of emotions, and I am ready for some more roller coasters.
Yeah. This will be more like the sort of the flat bit, but like gentle but thrilling.
This would be the carousel sort of.
This is like the teacups.
I was going to say teacups too.
It's a teacups, but all about fraud. Yes, very much recommended to pick up Becky's book. Where can people find you online as well?
So my X/Twitter is at Death to Spinach. Well, everything is at Death to Spinach, but Instagram is just pictures of sort of my dinner and like my other half. So just go on X.
Fair enough. Now, I really did think that you were immediately going to say spinach when I brought up the scented candle thing as being the worst smell.
Does it smell spinach?
Yeah,
It has a certain parfum.
Mm.
A what?
A parfum.
What's that?
It's perfume, but I said it weirdly.
Oh. I wish I hadn't asked that because I seemed quite stupid and I was doing quite well up until that point.
Well, no, because I think what I did was pointless and idiotic. And
I should have like, you know, I should have been there. Snappy.
I think what's happened is that you've quite rightly mentally switched off from this pod, knowing full well that you've got to do something really serious in a minute. Which, to be clear, I'm making that not as like as an attack, but just as an observation, because I certainly would be doing that as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm halfway out the door. Yeah,
Done the plug.
yeah, whatever.
It has been an absolute pleasure to have you on, Becky. Thank you so much for agreeing to come on the podcast.
Lovely
It's
to
been a
speak to you
joy.
both.
It really has. What happens now? I say credits, don't I, Sean? I say credits in a really loud and obnoxious voice.
That's the one.
Do we do that? All right,
Yep.
Deep breath, everyone. Because I did notice when I launched into the intro of the pod, I frightened Becky. She sort of...
Fucking terrifying. Really shocking. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that way when it's sort of like, how could I show it? Yeah, that doesn't matter. Anyway, credits!
Thank you for listening to Shut Up and Answer the Question. I am Sean Antony at Sean Antony everywhere and Loudmouth Gaming on YouTube, and my co-host is Ethan Lawrence, Ethan D. Lawrence everywhere. If you want to follow us, we are Shut Up and Answer Pod on Instagram, Shut Up Pod on TikTok, and we now have a YouTube channel. Subscribe to Shut Up and Answer the Question. Ooh, that's weird saying that. If you have a question you would like us to answer, send it to shutuppod@yahoo.com or join the legal team on our Discord. The music was by Eyes on Legs and the artwork was by Kitsune Kei. Thanks Podbean for hosting us. Catch you later. There we go.
And we're done.
And that's the pod.
And
Thank you so much.
Oh, good.
That was so much fun.
That
Yeah.
was hilarious.
It's been a while
Thank
since I
you.
laughed this much.
My face
Yeah, that was
hurts.
great. I must admit, it's been a long time since I've done actually something that I enjoy that much. I get sick and tired of talking about like sensible things. So to be able to do something fun is a rare treat indeed.